Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to episode 11 of C++ for Beginners. It's been quite a while since I made a C++ tutorial, so I thought I'd hop back on it and finish up this series. Well, if you're actually watching this as a playlist, you probably wouldn't notice. But anyways, where we left off, I was just about to show you the while loop. Now, what a loop does is it allows the computer to run a certain section of code over and over again. So, for instance, if we wanted to print out hello a bunch of times, instead of having to copy and paste a bunch of cout statements, we can simply put it in a loop, and it just saves time. It's more efficient, and if we wanted to change how many times it prints out, we just change one little number and it fixes it. We don't have to sit there and try to copy and paste. So first of all, we need actually, we'll just get into the loop right away. So today we're doing the while loop. So we write the word while, then we have some parentheses followed by curly braces. And now, similar to the if statement, the while has a test it checks inside the parentheses. So we actually need to make some kind of test for it to do. So we'll make an integer I and set it to 0. And we'll say while I is less than or equal to 10. Let's actually make I equal to 1. So while I is less than or equal to 10, we're going to run a certain block of code. So we're going to cout and just say I is now, and then we'll put the actual value of I like that. And then actually, if we run this right now, we will have an infinite loop. Watch. Because I is never changing, so it's always going to be less than or equal to 10. As you can see, I is 1, I is always less than or equal to 10, so it's just going to keep running. So we actually need to change I. So after we print, we need to increase I by 1, do I++, and at the end of our program, let's do cn.get so it doesn't close right away. So now if we go ahead and run this, it should print out I is now, yep, it prints it out 10 times. I is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. As you can see, that is basics of how the while loop works. We could also do, for instance, I is equal to 10, and we could say while I is greater than or equal to 0, and instead we'll do I minus minus. So each loop, it says, is I greater than or equal to 0? Well, right now it's 10, so it says, yep, that is correct. So we're going to run this bit of code. This changes I to 9. Now it says, is 9 greater than or equal to 0? Yes, it is. So we're going to print it and take one away. Is 8 greater than or equal to 0, etc., etc. So it just keeps going. So if we run this right now, we shall see that we get 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. So there it is. Oh, if we actually just change this to greater than, we should just get 10 to 1 without the 0 at the end. Yep, so there we go. That's the basics of the while loop. Feel free to, go ahead and mess around with it and see what else it can do. But that's the basics. Next, we'll go over the for loop, which is basically the same thing, except it kind of cuts out a few steps. But anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode.